Hello family, let me show you a few things I do here in the kitchen to reduce cooking time on busy days. Okay, on days that I find myself in the kitchen already, this is what I like to do. I like to go ahead and season some meat and put aside. That way, whenever I'm ready to cook, my meat is already steamed, because steaming of meat and cooking it down is one of the main things that take away cooking, that increases cooking time. So today I happen to be roasting some peanuts. While spending time in the kitchen, I chose to steam some goat meat, which equally takes time to cook. You can very well cook this in the pressure cooker. You can very well cook this in the pressure cooker. But whilst I am here, I decided to steam a big batch. When it's done, I will separate them into different bowls. So on busy days, if I'm very busy, I just grab one and dinner is served. You don't start from scratch. It's much easier that way. All right. Okay. So join me. Let's do this. It's a beautiful hack for very busy moms. Yeah, busy mom, this is a good one for you. You know, you want to cook some things ahead of time. So on those nights that you are too busy, it's much easier to cook. Okay. To our meat, I'm going to add in a generous amount of salt. My salt is getting finished. Let's reload. I got this my salt container from Poriban. I like it. I like wooden looking things. So if you're wondering where I got this from, it's from Poriban, and this is the salt that I use. Okay, onto that we add a generous amount of salt, enough to take care of the amount of meat that we are cooking. That's enough. Okay. I have some seasoning that I have pre-made and frozen. I'm going to add in some. I have 3 of them. I'll add 3 of them. And I'm going to add in some fresh ones. In here we have ginger, cloves, anise seed. I'm adding in onions now. Adding in onion. I don't want this video to be too long. Adding in some onion. This is red onions. Yeah, you press it down. I'll go ahead and add in some habanero pepper for some heat. I want this pepper to get to the meat right from the beginning. And I'm going to add in some spring onions as well. I like the blend of textures and colors and flavors. So I had some of these in the freezer. Add it onto it. Okay. Then I'm going to add 2 seasoning cubes, 1 shrimp, 1 chicken. I'm just going to crush that onto my meat. Sometimes when it's tough, I just blend it with my seasoning. I'm going to do that with the shrimp one. Okay. Let's go ahead and blend my ingredients. This is a little too full. Yeah. It's gonna be okay. It's important your meat is well seasoned That is the base of whatever you're coming to do. This is the best time to infuse into your meat tons of flavor. Add generous amount of your seasoning. Yeah. I like to drop in one more habanero pepper. Whatever seasoning you are thinking of, this is the best time to utilize all of them, just like that. I'm going to stir this in together for everything to be well combined. Okay. Look how beautiful that looks already. The meat is fresh. This is goat meat, by the way. This goat meat. So once I do this down, the day I'm ready to cook, it's easy. Sometimes you start from scratch, that's okay. But other times you just need something ready to go. And that's when this comes in handy. So if you're a busy mom out there, this is a hack for you and I. If you're able to prep some of your things ahead, like you see the ingredients that I have blended earlier, put them into cubes in the freezer. So once I'm ready to use it, I just grab it. Okay, let's cover this up and allow it to simmer in its juices so that that meat will taste really good by itself. Okay. In the meantime, let's warm up some hot water. add in adequate amount of hot water at this time, enough to cover up the meat. This meat is tough, so we need enough water to cook and soften it in readiness for whatever. We will use this to make party jollof, Ghana jollof, authentic Nigerian jollof. It can be used for pepper soup. It can be used for stew. It can be used for jollof rice base, like I said earlier. The choice of what to use this from here is endless. It can be used for authentic Ghanaian rice soup. You can use this for okra soup, you know. You can use this for a goosey soup or stew. So now let's allow our meat to boil and soften. All right, it's going to take some time. So I will leave you here for now, and I will show you probably in another video how I use this. But once this is done, I'm going to take half of it off and save in the freezer for use later, and I'll use the other half left in the pot to make some soup. Many thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this little clip. If you did, like the video, subscribe, and come again when I'm back here with the next video. You are well appreciated and welcome home.